Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Ty Skills. Another episode of Must Be Trippin'. Yeah. First off, like I always say, hope everybody doing well. You, your family, your friends, say a prayer and all that. We're going to get right to it. This video is going to be about how to get your CDL permit. Yeah. Got to start small, you got to crawl before you walk. Feel what I'm saying? So, what I did was, and I'm not going to lie, I played around. If you don't take this serious, forget about it. Just forget about it. But if you take it serious, you're going to get your permit. And what I did was, I took the CDL prep app, and when I did that helped me out tremendously. You have to learn general knowledge, air brakes, and combination of vehicles. Those 3 big tests is on there. Now, if you want to get your endorsements like your hazmat and tanker and your school bus, your passenger, that's cool too. But me, I ain't want all that right now. I just wanted to get the CDL and see what happens. So that's what I study for. General knowledge has about at least, if I'm not mistaken, 150 questions. What I did, I just took it step by step and broke it down. CDL prep does cost you, I want to say it's like maybe $19 a month. So around that time, when I first got it, I looked at the exercises that they had on there and things like that, and I just started being good with memorization. So I was just looking at it, memorizing. And that's just the one test on there, like the first part, like part 1. After part 1, you got to pay for the rest of them. So I think it's like, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 10 lessons, maybe 10. It might be a little less. Don't hold me on that. But I think it's about 10. So, general knowledge is very big. Like, very, 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 very big. Is so much information. Like, you have to take your time and really study. It took me, for me to, really want to pass, I blocked out everybody. You hear me? I stopped everything I was doing and I just studied. Even when I was so tired, I just studied. I was saying in my sleep whatever I memorized in my head. I was doing it like that. I just kept studying because I knew this is something that I really wanted. So I said, okay, we're going to do general knowledge and we're going to break it down. I learned all the questions and all the answers. So once I got that and I passed those lessons on there, I knew I was good to go. But see, the DMV, they sneaky. They is so sneaky because some things on that test CDL prep app don't have. So in my recommendation, I would tell you to also study the book. Study the book and study the CDL prep app. Another thing I did was I took the multiple practices test. So yeah, multiple practice test. So what I did was on YouTube, I type in CDL permit test, and it'll tell me, okay, for class A, and I'll just sit there and I will listen to the whoever the instructor is on YouTube that's giving it, and before they even spit out the answer, I spit it out for them. So I'm like, okay, I know general knowledge, I'm a pass. No problem. Cool. I'm with that. I got that. So in those 5 days, I learned general knowledge. Just general knowledge. I didn't think about air brakes and I didn't think about combination of vehicles because I told myself when I get to the DMV, that's all I'm taking. It's general knowledge. I want nothing else right now because I want to at least pass that part and then get to the next part. Yeah, didn't work like that. So I get to the DMV and I told them, I want to do my CDL permit test. And another thing you have to do, they tell you this is one big test that you have to take before you even get that test, and that's an eye exam test. So you got to put your head on the little thing and spit out the letters. So make sure your vision is good before you even go there. Go to your eye doctor and make sure everything is good with that. Because if you can't pass that simple little test by putting your forehead onto the machine and saying the letters, you can't even take the test. I done seen people that couldn't even do that. Like, something's going on with their eye vision, so then they can't take the test. So make sure you go do that first before you try to go take your test. Also, make sure all your information is up to date. Make sure your ID is up to date and everything like that, and nothing expired, because you don't want nothing to stop you from going to go take this test. And I tell you, study, but don't study too much, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, don't overthink things, because majority of the time on the test is usually like A or B. You feel what I'm saying? It's usually like A or B when it comes to like the multiple questions for the answers on the test. But one thing I realized is when I went to go take the general knowledge test, I couldn't just take general knowledge by itself. I had to take air brakes and combination of vehicles. So I'm like, yo, what am I going to do? Because I don't know air brakes or combination of vehicles. I didn't study for that. I just studied for general knowledge. So study both of them. Study air brakes and combination of vehicles, so you be already ahead, so you don't have to worry about it. But if you don't, that's fine too. If you got good memorization like I do, you'll be good. Because what I did was, when they put general knowledge on the test, that part, I aced it with no problem. Because I think it's like maybe 30 you got to get the pass, something like that. And the next part was like, you got to get like either 15 or 10 on air brakes, and then combination of vehicles probably like 10. So I want to say air brakes 15 and combination of vehicles 10. Don't hold me on that, because they switch the tests up a lot. So once I passed the general knowledge part, I said, okay, we already know we're gonna fail air brakes and combination of vehicles. We didn't study it, so it's like I said, it was gonna be an A or B choice for me anyway. Surprisingly, some of the stuff that air brakes had, I actually knew from looking at general knowledge. So I'm like, okay, so air brakes was incorporated in there some type of way for me to get some type of understanding. So I only missed like, I want to say about maybe like 7. So I realized, I'm like, okay, I passed general knowledge. Now I just go back to the crib and study air brakes and combination of vehicles. So what I do? Block everybody out. I block everybody out. I told the lady, I said, I'll be back tomorrow. She said, tomorrow? I'm like, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna pass it tomorrow. She like, you sure? Because it takes some time for this. I'm like, I got this, because I trust in me. I'm that confident. And I knew if I block everybody out, no interruptions, I'm going to get it down pat. And that's what happened. I went home, studied. Air brakes didn't seem like a lot. Maybe they had about 7 lessons on there on CDL prep. So I have good memorization. I'm an artist, so I memorize my lyrics quick. So I'm like, I can memorize this, I can do this. So I kept looking at it, and then I started going over the practice tests, and I said, okay, I keep doing all that, I should be straight. I went there and passed it. Yay me. But I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't easy. Getting your permit, and they be talking about you can get it in 5 and 10 minutes if you do these things. I'm not knocking nobody on YouTube, but if you don't take the time out to actually study, you can hang it up. I don't care what tricks they give you. And see, another thing, a lot of people's tests are different, because some DMVs and different places, I had some people on Facebook, they was like, yo, you want to get your permit? you need to come over to this place. They got the papers. And a lot of people, you know, they got the papers, they got the answers to them, and you can study it like that. I had mine on the computer. There wasn't no papers. You know, ain't no papers. It's a straight computer. So yeah, I had the computer. I didn't have no papers, but most of the people that I talk to, they always say, "Yeah, I got my CDL permit off of the paper, and I went to the class and passed it." So I'm like, that's what's up. That's what's up. But yeah, I had got my permit. I went to school. That's gonna be another video because I do got my license. I am a CDL Class A holder, professional driver. Yeah, boy. And it's been a journey. It's been a journey. And I got so many more topics and more videos. See, this channel is not just about my music. So let's get that out of there. It's called Must Be Tripping. And Must Be Tripping is basically like, yo, you did this, you did that. Boy, you tripping. Like, some people wouldn't do the things I did. Some people don't want to drive trucks, you know. It's just, it is what it is. You know, I did some things. I'm talking about, we're going to leave that for a couple other episodes, but stay tuned. Please subscribe. Please like and share. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm at like 425. They slowly going up, but I appreciate everybody. And please tell a friend to tell a friend that Ty Skillz must be tripping.